Okay, look like we are live now. Welcome everyone. You know something? I'm reversed. Hey, Richard, how can you see me?
You got
the normal?
Yeah,
we're live. We're live. So I'm just asking that question.
Hi, folks. Yeah, I'm seeing the rabbit statue on my right side.
Is that normal?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, well, hell with it. Let's just go. Welcome everyone. Welcome. Oh, to me, it's backwards. So anyway, but it's all right. Welcome everyone. It's still the same person, so it doesn't matter if reverse or not. So welcome everyone. This is the Monday. I'm sorry, not Monday. This is the Saturday, May 30th. DubLiHelp hangout for the shoppers, and I have with me Mr. Richard Beck. Richard, how you doing again?
Doing great, sir. And you?
Okay. Good. Fine. Oh, there we go. Now I'm back. Okay. So I was fiddling with my toolbox, and I think one of the settings just got locked or something. Yeah. But now I'm back to the right side, at least for me. So, well, welcome viewers. Thank you for stopping with us. We've been kind of away for the last 2 or 3 events due to the Memorial holiday, so we're getting back into the regular swing of things. Summer has started officially now, and I got a house full of kids from college now, and which is fun. But we'll see how much work I get done this summer with all the projects I have on my table, which are very many. But Dubli's the first one on the tops of the list, and I'm really looking forward to some of the stuff that Dubli's going to be implementing, some state-of-the-art technology they're going to be implementing for our shoppers. I'll get into that a little bit later today because, again, this is questions and answer period, or questions and answer hangout. But we really haven't got a whole lot of questions in, so because we haven't been on air for two sessions. So
right.
We're just going to do an open mic tonight with Richard and I, or today, this morning. And I'm going to update some of the new technology that's on its way. I might, move off into some VIP stuff as well. But I just want to welcome all the viewers. If you're watching this live or on replay, we do these Google Hangouts twice a week. We do them this Saturday morning, this time period, from 10 to 10:30 or so. And it's questions and answers on Saturday. It's a little more casual. And then Tuesday night, we do these Google Hangouts every Tuesday night. And there's typically a topic on Tuesday. I haven't checked what the upcoming is going to be, and probably needs to be updated. I'm sure it does, being the 30th of the month. So, but we'll be back Tuesday night at 7:30 Central Time here in the United States, and live to do another Google Hangout here for DubLiHelp. Now, these DubLiHelp Hangouts are designed strictly for the shoppers. This is not the business side of Dubli where you can make money with Dubli or make Dubli a home-based business, if you like. Both Richard and I are on both sides. We do this as a shopper and as well as a home-based business or business on the side. So, but everyone that's on the business side obviously is going to be a shopper as well. So, but these Hangouts at DubLiHelp.com are designed specifically for the shopper, and we encourage you to use the link at the very bottom of this page. If you're watching this video at the DubLiHelp.com website, right below this broadcast window, or below this, at the very bottom of the page, there's a contact link. And you can click that link, a box will open up, just ask a question, anything you want about Dubli, something you can't find on the Dubli shopping mall, and click send, it'll come to us. You'll get your question answered by support, and then support may send the question on to us to talk about on these Saturday sessions. We don't, like I said, we didn't have a whole lot of questions for the last week because we were gone, and we're going to go over a few things. We get a lot of the same questions a lot, so the response is, it's just not, how do you make money with Dubli, right? Well, or how do we do to maximize the cashback savings? And we all know that. We say it almost every time. Get to be a VIP, pay with a credit card, and use the coupons. And I'm a big proponent of the shopping mall with Groupon. A huge advantage. You'll save so much money with Groupon in the back office. But we'll get into that here in just a little bit. One last thing I want to say to all the viewers before we talk about current events for just, in order to benefit, from the Dubli cashback system, you have to have a Dubli cashback account. Dubli gives you a cashback account for free. And to the right of this broadcast window, if you're watching this video at DubLiHelp.com, is a blue banner that says get my free Dubli cashback account. Just click that banner. It'll take you to DubLi.com. And in the center of the page, there's a green box that says open up or give me my free account. Click that. All you do is enter in your email address and your name and click open my account. And Dubli, you have to verify an email, I think, but Dubli will open up your free cashback account and actually put $10 US in your account for just opening your account. And now with that account, you can follow us on these hangouts and stuff. And we highly recommend you upgrade to a VIP as quickly as possible. You get your the maximum cashback, and it's well worth the $99 investment. So, and if you watch our last previous hangout we did before the Memorial break, we showed you how to get a free VIP pass. So you'll have to go back and watch that video if you want to see it. So as we get started here, Richard, any kind of current events, we'll let people gather in here for a few more minutes. And any current events you want to chat about?
Well, our prayers go out to everybody in Oklahoma, Texas, and Louisiana for the past week's floods. That's one of the big ones. And so, I mean, I'm wishing everybody the best. We just got that burst of rain that we all need. I mean, over there in Fort Meade, Lake Meade is where they really need it. And yeah, I was going to say, my best wishes go out to everybody that's fighting the flood. So.
Yeah, we got it pretty bad here. I'm in Houston. For those of you who don't know, it's South Central Texas, and we got it pretty bad. In fact, in my subdivision, it's the first time I couldn't see across the golf course. It was covered in water. Yeah, I mean, just covered in water. But I got to tell you, if viewers have been watching the news, CNN, and a few things, Central Texas really got it bad. It's a lot of hill here. It's flat as a dime, and when it rains like that, water just can't go anywhere. That's the problem. It just can't go anywhere. It just comes down too fast. But in Central Texas, it's hilly. There's a lot of hills and rolling hills and stuff, and that's where you get the flash flooding really, really fast. And there's a really, really sad story about in Central Texas. I don't know exactly where in Central Texas, but a prom queen, a high school prom queen, drowned in her car, and on the way back from doing something. I'm not sure what she was doing, but it's a legitimate school deal. But she was on her way back, and the water rose so fast she got stuck in her car. But it's a super, super sad story. And the only reason I bring this up is because if you watch on CNN has it somewhere, and it probably is on YouTube by now. But they interviewed the dad, and what happened was the daughter, the homecoming queen, called her dad while she was in the car. She was crying and screaming, going, "Dad, this water's rising. I can't back up. I can't do anything. I mean, I can't. Not moving. The car's not moving. The water's coming in." And the dad's panicking, and the dad's saying, put it in reverse, back up. I mean, he's trying to do whatever he can to help. Well, she winds up drowning, there in the car. And after the funeral, yeah, it's a real sad story. So after the funeral, the dad gets interviewed by ABC or somebody. He's got his family in behind him and everything. And the poor guy, I mean, you could tell that, it was a middle class, normal family. And he was just devastated. He's holding back tears, but he's saying, I'm not going to question my actions. I'm not going to question what I did, how I acted, or how I responded that night or last night or the other night. And the grieving will come and it will pass. He was just devastated. I mean, he was a professional guy that just lost his, and she was a super pretty little girl too. And you never know your time. You never know your spot. But if you have a chance to catch it on CNN, it's worth watching. And even as sad as it is, that all you can do is just reach out, and pray for the guy that. Sure, all will be fine with him, down the road, but it's going to take a long time. It's really kind of sad story. Anyway, we got to move on and get on to what we're here for. I don't want to, put everybody in a sad mood on a Saturday. So, got a lot of stuff to go through. So, Richard, let's go ahead and get started. Are there any, any particular topics you want to, chat about? Or you want me to just take it first here?
I'll grab this question. Somebody said, do you have training videos on how to get started? Well, not. We've done some in the past that have shown you different ways to get back in the back office and like that. But I'm going to take you to this screen share. First of all, sign up for your free $10. But they've got a great little video right here on the landing page that tells you how to sign up, how to shop, how to get your cash back, and also then you want to get your Dubli toolbar downloaded and installed, and that you'll do from the back office. But that's probably the quickest and easiest way is what they do themselves. I mean, there's no question about it. So folks, when you're ready to make the move, use the link up here, get signed up, and then get in there and start in just surfing around. The best way to get used to using it is just doing your normal surfing and using your toolbar to find any current deals. And I was just looking because, guys, it's the summer, and I think Bass Pro Shops is like 9% right now, and Sports Authority's 9.5%. So, and then one of my favorites I'm going to take you over to is Camping World. And just enter in your email, you get $10 off your next order of $75, right? But they also have over a 9% cash back for VIP members. So, guys, if you need to get a grill, need to get some outdoor gear, personally, I like using Camping World. So, and then to maximize it, let me add one little last tidbit onto this little talk is I always use a cashback reward type credit card on top of my purchases, so you pick up another 1% there, and it's a great offset, and that's where I look at it. I'm keeping it in a reserve account for just for a little fun and travel. So, I hope that kind of answered that person's question. I know I drifted a little bit there, but
that's good.
Yeah, it's just really a great, it's once you get going on this Dubli, I go to Dubli on my toolbar or surfing. I look at it before I even get in the car to start it up to go somewhere. I mean, I do this now by habit. I'm a creature of habit of this one. I shop online, and then I know what I really want. Yeah, I enjoy sometimes going into places and kind of just looking about, But generally speaking, I have a purpose.
But that's what we talk about a lot here for with all the viewers, that you got to use it. It has to be a lifestyle almost change, and once you get used to doing it, it just comes second nature. I was looking for something really crazy the other day. Alkaline water, microcluster alkaline water, and I did a Google search, and I know I can get it at Amazon and a few places, but I did a Google search, and it showed me like 3 places that I could get it, and with my Dubli cash back. And of course, that's where I went, and bought it from them. So, but I don't think I would ever have been able to find it quickly, at least, in the shopping or without that toolbar. That toolbar, really, with the Google search, really makes a difference. Time-wise, big saver, and plus it reminds you too. It doesn't, if you forget, just do a Google search, and as long as you have your Dubli activated, and usually it is, if once you activate it once, unless you have to restart your computer, then you got to restart that browser. I don't know if you can actually or that plugin. Yeah, it is. It's just a plugin. So so if you're using the same browser, then it'll automatically load. Unless you change the settings in it. So okay, great. Thanks, Richard. I'm going to go ahead and chat just a little bit about some upcoming technology that's coming for coming in here, Dubli, for us shoppers, and this is just the shopper side, okay. But this is there's some really, really, really powerful technology that they're going to have about a year from now. But this other technology is about to come out. I want to say September. The event they're doing in Dubai is in September. I'm pretty sure they're going to announce it there. They've already announced it, but I think they're going to officially announce it, in September. It's going to be ready to be rolled out and implemented into the shopping side. But here's where it comes by. And you're back as a shopper. You know, if I'm looking for, let's say, some cologne, you know, I actually do a Google search. I think this is how it's going to work. I'm pretty sure this is how it's going to work. But if I do a Google search for cologne and I actually don't wind up in a shopping cart somewhere, then that's going to be marked into my Dubli account. And you might have to do it through Shopping Mall. I'm not sure. There probably is going to be some link there. But what's going to happen is if later on that day, later on that week, I'm in a shopping mall, you know, I'm walking down the street and I pass a store that has that cologne in it, it's gonna beat me on my cell phone with a SMS text message saying you just passed a store that has that cologne that you've been looking for.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty wild, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, you know, that's the actual, you know, simple way of explaining it. You know, there could be some additional things that you may have to click or enter in, you know, that cologne, you know, in your Dubli back office or a list of things, so that when you pass, you know, a store or you're in a location, it's going to pop on your cell phone and say, hey, you know, this place has what you're looking for. But that's a simple way of explaining it. That's supposed to come out. That technology is going to be out certainly before the end of the year. I think it's going to come out at the end of the third quarter. So the September, October time, and it'll be implemented. They want to make sure it's implemented in full swing with all the bugs and everything else by Christmas.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I mean, it just makes sense to do it like that. So, but it's for design specifically for us shoppers. And, you know, as you know, these new technologies get rolled out, you know, if you're in Dubli and you've been shopping in Dubli, obviously you're going to get the maximum or the best benefit of it all. Now you're going to know when these products come online, come in store inventories and so forth. And that's another big one. You know, you may be shopping for something and it's at a store, but you go to the store and it's not there. The inventory isn't there. Well, Dubli now has an agreement with some of these big stores, Walmarts and Sam's, and a few of these others, Macy's, Nordstrom, and I'm sure the rest of them, how they do inventories with these RFI or RFD chips, I think, now on all these products.
Yeah.
You know, they're going to tell you whether the inventory's there or not. You're going to know if that new little product, you know, is actually in the store. A new little zombie doll or whatever the heck's going to be this year, Pet Rock, you know, is there at the store, you know, and there's you know, and anyway, but that's you know, that's another one of the new technologies. There's 2 or 3 other technologies that are coming along that are just you know, the technology that's available now and it's around the corner is just staggering. You know, when you could, you know, it's going to get to a point, and this is what I can tell you what they're working on. They're working on this technology, and I've seen it actually work where, you know, nobody wants to come home and fire up their desktop and you know, do a Google search and run through the list of Google search and everything else and figure out, you know, what I'm going to buy, how I'm going to buy it, and so forth. All they're doing is getting information. They're not accomplishing their task, you know, and they're taking up a lot of time they could be spending with their family doing other things, right? Mm-hmm. So what they really want to do is people want to do, and I'm a great example of that, is you want to think it, and then it shows up on your cell phone. The answer shows up on your cell phone when it's ready. And that's the technology that's coming. And on your smartphone. Now, all you got to do is click a little, you know, link on your smartphone, and then it gets delivered to you. That's it. So that technology is on its way. You know, and there's a way to, as a consumer, I control it. They don't control it. I control it. If you think Facebook and these other Twitter and LinkedIn and these other websites are your websites or your page on Twitter and everything else, this is a whole new technology, you know, because in reality, Facebook owns your page on Facebook. But the new technology that's coming out is that Facebook page now becomes your page. You get to change it. You get to put whatever you want on it. It's not Facebook's. It is Facebook's property. I'm just using Facebook as an example, but it's actually, your page, and you control it. You get to do. You don't take directions from Facebook. You actually direct Facebook. So yeah, it's going to be real interesting on how this new technology gets rolled out. But it's coming, and it'll be here quicker than you think. So and the point I'm trying to make with all of this is that as shoppers, as Dubli shoppers, Dubli's right at the edge of this, cutting edge of this, and as implementing it into the mainstream. It helps their business. It helps the consumers. It helps actually the sellers of the product move more product as well. So we're the first ones that are going to be able to see it. So I'm looking forward to that when it happens here. And the first part of this technology is going to come out at the end of this year, September. Like I said, October. So. That's really pretty much all I had. I wanted to talk a little about the VIP, but I'm not really going to get into that. The cashback hangout owners are trying to get to that website. They're going to implement a new little strategy there. That's why it's taking a little bit longer for them to get back, is what I've been told. So you can still get your, I'll say this, you can still get your free Dubli VIP pass or VIP voucher, at cashbackhangout.com, but it may take a week or two extra to get. So you can still sign up there. And then go watch our past video on that. It explains all the details of it. All right. Anything else, Richard, you want to chat about, or we shut this on down?
Hey, we're almost down to the bottom of our time, but that was a great explanation of technology, of what we're looking at in the future, and for, shopping technology. It's almost like the movie Minority Report, when they did the eyeball scans and then the TV monitors that pop up commercials that they walk through the malls. So those holograms. But yeah, we are in that data gathering age, to where, our shopping preferences are going to be gauged by, like, your GPS or your cell phone, to let them know, exactly where or the RFID, NFC. Near field communication is going to set off that communication to notify you of a good deal, we hope. Not just junk advertising, but a really true good shopping opportunity.
Yeah, to me, it's very, very interesting. I do it, as you know, I do a lot of research, and and every day on a lot of different topics for clients and the other stuff that I do in my MA business. But to me, it's very interesting to see the sincerity, or not sincerity. It's really not that. It's more of the demand,
right?
That's forcing this technology in this certain direction. And the direction I'm talking about is, right now, we as internet users, all the places that we visit, the Facebooks, Google, and all these other different places, websites that we visit, they control us. We don't really have a whole lot of control. Yeah, we can do searches and we can navigate through their website and everything, but we have to follow their rules. I mean, the rules are governed by the places we visit, and the new technology that's coming out is reversing that. It's putting the responsibility and the ability to control things in the hands of the internet user, versus the internet provider and service provider. And to me, that's a really, really unique technology. Now, who knows what government's going to do about it?
Right.
Government may come in and wipe all that out altogether. But here in America, I can assure you there are going to be some places that continue to aggressively move in that direction, because that's where the numbers are going to skyrocket. When you can log on to a Facebook and manipulate the data to your liking, and that's my Facebook page. Obviously, it'll still have some sort of resemblance because of branding, but Facebook branding. But it's your page now. It's not you control the page, not them, including the advertising that's on that page. So it's going to be very interesting how it's going to roll out here in the next 12 to 24 months. Quite interesting. One last thing I'll say, and this is kind of interesting too, that one thing we didn't talk about this in the current events today, but did you see what that Silk Road guy got?
Yeah, he got life without parole.
Yeah, I heard it's two life parole without parole. Yeah, and it's interesting. They'll appeal it and they'll knock it down, but he's going to spend probably 20 years in jail.
Oh yeah, even on first offender. If they give him that.
I don't know much about the story other than what I read in the papers, which is, I'm sure, probably fairly true in this particular case. But, ignorance isn't an excuse for breaking the law. And, I think that karma, if anything, is really what got this guy. He may claim to be innocent. And look, man, I just made up this website and, these people did this. I didn't control it. They did it and everything else. And there may be a little ring of truth to that. But look, when you put something out there that is not for the ultimate benefit of society, then there's going to be problems. And the problems may come karma-wise, it may come government-wise, it may come health-wise. I don't know. But I think karma caught up with this guy, and bad karma for that matter. But still, he'll appeal it, and he'll get out, and he'll probably spend 20 years in jail, So,
he'll have some thought time.
I just hate reading how the government just here in the States just, when they latch on to a guy like that, man, there's no way the judge has got their hands tied, and they just, they send him up the river for good. And in fact, I think the judge did it specifically.
Oh yeah.
So he would appeal it. He would appease the government. I'm going to agree with what these prosecutors say, and even more, make it even harsher. So this guy will appeal, and then it'll get reduced. And by the end of the dust is settled, everyone's forgot about it, and they moved on to another, Silk Road guy. So, but it's a great. I mean, they used him as an example, and they raked him over the coals. He's gonna do 20 years minimum. So, all right. Anyway, what
can I do one real quick screen share, because this applies to a few of us that travel, especially the two of us.
Absolutely.
I just found something within. I'm going to do a screen share. This is on Camping World, right? They've got a medical and travel assistance plan for $69.99, right? It's for 1 year, and it covers medical emergencies. It transports you, gets you to a hospital. But here's the other side it does, is it'll do an evacuation for you or your traveling companions, right? So your family's covered 24 hours a day, 365, no matter where you are in the world.
Wow, that's interesting.
And get this, it includes transportation to home after hospitalization.
I might do that here for the floods.
Yeah, return of deceased remains in case there is a real tragic accident, and pet return assistance too. They've got a lot of things. That's one for us travelers or as RVers that you really want to have. I mean, lot of that's, and for someone traveling like ourselves, usually I use International SOS. Annual policy, and that's right about $1,800 a year now. But I mean, this thing right here is about the International SOS without the extra fees.
You should mark that, because when we do our hangouts for the unique type of products or services,
that's what I was thinking. Now because
that would be a great one to bring up again. If they can come get you somewhere, especially here in the States with floods like we're having here, or hurricane or whatever else. I mean, that's, obviously it's designed for overseas, I would think, but, it'd be good to have. So, all right, good. All right. Well, thanks, Richard. Appreciate it. That was a good little tip there at the end. And I'll go ahead and bring her on home here. And thank you, viewers, for checking in with us this Saturday, May 30th, 2015. And we'll be back Tuesday. I guess that'll be June 2nd, 2015, with the topic. And Tuesday night, 7:30 We'll go for half an hour and give you a good half hour of content and some data there as well. I encourage everyone to watch our past Google Hangouts and the topics that we spoke about. Just go to YouTube or Google.com and type in DubLiHelp, and you'll get our YouTube channels and actually a list of all of our YouTube previous Hangouts we've done, and we've done many. So, and we'll continue to do so. So we look forward to the second half of 2015 for you viewers and becoming members of Dubli as a shopper. And hopefully we can help with your Dubli shopping experience as well. And thanks for checking in with us today. We'll be back, like I said, Tuesday night. Thank you, Richard. Appreciate it. And we'll see everyone Tuesday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Thanks, everyone. Enjoy your weekend. Take care.